It's no secret to anyone who's been paying attention that CNN and MS Now are definitely in big trouble, but Fox News is also pivoting too. We're going to talk about this much needed change, I guess, in the strategy of these networks, these legacy media networks, as they stare down the barrel of what is probably an existential threat, right? Podcasts, YouTube, independent media, independent voices. People are tuning out these voices, tuning into independent pundits, and they're even trying to pivot their format in some cases, like CNN. They're trying to pivot their format to look more like a podcast or a live stream. And MS Now is talking how they want to do live streams. I mean, it's just kind of crazy that YouTube and podcasters and all that are kind of leading the way for how people consume news. And they know that their time is limited. They know their time, especially in the cable ecosystem, is limited. Most people have already cut the cord, and then we just signed up for another cord. It's called streaming and subscriptions. But let's take a look at this. This article dropped today, coming from The Wrap, talking about how they're trying to build a life raft because they know it is over. The clock is definitely ticking, and especially if CNN does wind up going to Paramount, God only knows what's going to happen there. Probably consolidation, and I think these guys are trying to get a jump on it to survive. And then we're going to talk about Versant. Is it Versant? The company that is basically MSN and Friends. I guess it'd be MS Now and Friends. And they're going on a buying spree, but what they're buying are not news media outlets. It's like AI companies and sports companies, and it's just very weird what they are gobbling up, because I think they know that like this brand of news is not popular anymore, not like it used to be. People are tuning out. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. Speaking of podcasts and subscriptions, you can subscribe over there for $5 a month. It helps us out. Helps us give you free content over here on YouTube, and there is a bunch of content over there you will not find on YouTube. And also, if you'd like to listen to the audio version of Clownfish TV, go out to iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, Amazon Music. Look for Clownfish TV Podcast. Give us a 5-star review. That'd be amazing. And thank you very much for the support. So, yeah, these guys are going to be begging you for support too. Can you imagine like Rachel Maddow on a live stream being like, hit like and subscribe. Give me a super chat, please. They cut my salary. This comes from The Wrap, how Fox News, MS Now, and CNN are building beyond the cable bundle. All right, let's see what they have to say. Cable news big three are investing in streaming memberships and podcasts as they prepare for a post-cable future. So Fox News, MS Now, and CNN aren't waiting for cord cutting to burn down the industry. It's already toast, man. They're using the profits and audience loyalty generated by linear TV to build new businesses beyond the traditional cable bundle, from streaming platforms and memberships to podcasts, digital publishing, and live events. So they're going to slum it just like the rest of us, right? And we've talked about this before, that YouTube has disrupted Hollywood. YouTube has disrupted news media. And unfortunately, YouTube is slowly turning into mainstream media. And I think a lot of independent voices, such as us, unfortunately, are going to be probably pushed out eventually. I don't think it's going to happen right away, but I'm going to tell you, I knew by the end of this year, we would have a lot of people in the YouTube space no longer doing it, or at least no longer doing it full time. I would say a good majority of people that are doing the commentary stuff like we do will be done within 5 years. That's just a guess on my part, because I think that these bigger companies will push in, younger people will come in. The algorithm will, I believe personally, be gamed to favor these big networks, because they're going to be the ones, dropping coin on YouTube. And this seems to be the direction Neil Mohan wants to take things. I'm just saying YouTube is going to look very different 5 years from now, but it always does. It looked very different 5 years ago. It looked incredibly different 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and certainly 20 years ago. So, I mean, it is evolving, but it is basically becoming mainstream media at this point. So, like I said, guys, go out and listen to the audio version of Clownfish TV, just in case. You never know. You never know what YouTube is going to do. All right. So they said the approaches differ. Fox News has been expanding a multi-platform ecosystem that includes Fox Nation, podcasts, books, digital publishing, live events, and the Fox One streaming service. Ms. Now is betting on a direct-to-consumer membership product centered on community and access to its talent. So Patreon, they're basically MSN is resorting to Patreon. Oh my God. Let's do some Kickstarters while we're at it. CNN is building around CNN All Access as part of Warner Brothers Discovery's broader streaming portfolio, despite its unclear future. Yes, remember when they had the streaming platform, like CNN Plus or whatever they're going to call it, and then the new guy came in, Zaslav came in and chopped it within like a month, and they spent like $500 million building it, and now they're building another one. Would you make up your damn mind? Maybe this is why Warner Brothers is failing, because you just burn stuff down with no thought to the long-term strategy here. Together, they reflect a broader shift in how media companies increasingly view TV news, not simply as cable, but as brands capable of generating revenue well beyond affiliate fees and advertising. Is Rachel Maddow gonna generate product in like Walmart? Like, can you buy like Rachel Maddow's bitchy kitchenware or something? I mean, you know, I'm saying, it's like, are they going to do, instead of the pioneer woman, is she going to be like the metrosexual woman? I mean, what are they going to do with these? Like, nobody wants Rachel Maddow merch, right? The change in perspective isn't a luxury, but a move made necessary by the upheaval facing television. They're all going in on streaming. They're all going digital, says Jessica Reif Elrich, senior media analyst at Bank of America. They're brands that can create more products over time. Nobody wants a CNN tchotchke. They tried doing that. Like, they had their guys in the CNN studios, which, you know, very expensive studio, but they had them sitting at their desks with, you know, a webcam pretending to be plebs like us. And it's weird. It's weird. But then, you know, from the studio side of it, from the business side of it, they got to be looking at plebs like us and being like, hey, more people watch these YouTubers. I'm not saying us in particular, but more people watch these YouTubers than watch us. So they got to have something going for them. But like, mimicking that format is not it, man. That's not why people support YouTubers, or why they basically have come to people like us because they're tired of people like you. Like, and we just happen to be here. I mean, that's the truth. And I'm very aware of that. Like, I mean, seriously, like, I could disappear tomorrow and you guys would be like, oh, hey, we're at CLOWNFISH TV. I have no idea. Oh, well, there's like 50,000 other channels to watch, you know? And that's true. That's what happened. People were actively fleeing these networks because they felt like they were being lied to, or things weren't resonating with them, or they were sick of all the ads. Welcome to YouTube in 2026, where it's nothing but ads. You know what I'm saying? So then they found people like us, and they're like, yeah, it's not as, you know, brand friendly sometimes, but for the most part, YouTube commentators just kind of let her rip and, you know, agree or disagree. You usually 9 times out of 10 get a more honest opinion than you're going to get from some corporate, person. The transition comes as the traditional pay TV business continues to shrink. MoffettNathanson estimates the industry, including virtual distributors such as YouTube TV, ended the first quarter with roughly 62 million subscribers after losing 2 million customers during the quarter, although the subscriber declines have begun to moderate here. Cable news, however, remains resilient. Nielsen's April gauge report found news account for 29% of cable viewing, ahead of cable sports at 9%. So I think people just like turn the news on and leave it run in the background, and they don't know what the hell's on 9 times out of 10. They don't care. Very few people are actively watching the news. You just kind of turn it on for background noise. A shrinking distribution platform paired with remarkably durable audience engagement help explain why media companies are investing aggressively while the linear business still produces meaningful cash flow. Basically, they're building the life rafts now because they know the end is near. Fox News, expanding the ecosystem. Fox, I would say, has kind of become a brand because they do have, I mean, like Gutfeld and stuff like that. They do have some personalities. I guess people buy tchotchkes of. I have no idea. But it's weird to see, Fox News go from being the outlier to the number one news network. And that just shows how much our nation has shifted. And CNN and MSNBC at the time helped push people in that direction, in my opinion. I'm just saying. So Fox's cable network programming segment, which includes Fox News, generated $1.74 billion in revenue just during the first quarter of 2026, up 6%. It said Yeah, distribution revenue rose 5% as higher affiliate fees offset subscriber declines. Let's see, on the Fox March 2025 earnings call, Lachlan Murdoch said the company no longer views Fox News as just a news service. So yeah, they want to be a brand too. So they're talking podcasts, true crime series, live events featuring Fox personalities. It's kind of like the Ancient Alien guys, the roadshow they do, the Alien Con or whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I'm not really into cons that much. I know a lot of other YouTubers go to cons. We did the con thing. We got the con thing out of our system. We did it for years. And I felt like circus folk. I did. I felt like we had to like schlep our stuff from event to event. And, I like meeting people. I do. But I don't know. It's not, I'm getting too old for this shit. But if they want to drag Gutfeld out, Gutfeld live, they should do like Gutfeld on ice. Oh, so many jokes. So many jokes could be had. Gutfeld on ice. Guest starring Dean Cain. Yeah, I could see that one going over really well. Rather than operating independently, those businesses reinforce one another. Fox News serves as the primary marketing engine, introducing millions of viewers to Fox Nation originals. Yeah, because they have the whole. So basically, the Murdochs sold Fox to Disney, but not really. They sold their leftover shit to Disney, and then they just built new shit. That's the way to do it, man. That's brilliant. Like, hey, we're going to have a garage sale. You can have all my old crap. And we lost a lot of weight, so we need a new wardrobe. Disney, you want some Home Alone shit, Home Alone sweaters and Alien shit? Yeah, there you go. The strategy is already becoming a meaningful business. Fox News projected approximately $500 million in revenue from businesses outside of TV. So that would be digital, podcast, and books. And they've had double-digit annual growth since 2020. So now Ms. Now wants to do membership. So this is what I wanted to get to, because this is like MSNBC is desperate, man. Well, I can't call them that. They're Ms. Now. At Investor Day last December, Ms. Now President Rebecca Cutler told investors the network generated its highest revenue during the past 5 years, despite continued cord cutting. I doubt that, but whatever. That loyalty comes as the traditional TV business faces mounting pressure. In the first quarter, Versant's distribution revenue declined 7.3%, and ad revenue fell 5.2%. Maybe all those people went over to Fox. Because nobody's watching Ms. Now, right? Nobody's watching it. That's why they got spun off. That's why NBC got rid of them. Nobody was watching them. At the same time, platform revenue increased 9.5% and content licensing more than doubled. So I think they're doing like the 24/7 streaming. Later this year, Ms. Now plans to launch its first direct-to-consumer membership offering, aka Patreon. We're going to do Patreon. Cutler has described it as not your typical streaming service or another news subscription, but rather a membership community built around deeper engagement with the network's talent and journalism. Oh my God, they're totally going to do like live stream, like Patreon live streams or OnlyFans live streams with Rachel Maddow. The company wants to lean in on the loyalty aspect rather than just offer a service. Ms. Now said the strategy is already being supported by audience growth beyond traditional television. So they're trying to be like, hey, yeah, we're scrubbing out on TV and we don't have the numbers that Fox has, but trust me, bro, we're doing great over here on the paywalled side of things. The network said it was the #1 news organization on YouTube in June. What? No, what? I gotta look into this. Yeah, that's not even true. I went out to look at the numbers here, and Fox News is at 265 million views for the month. They're actually down 6 million views. Ms. Now is 218. So maybe left wing news, but they're not the top news outlet. Just stop it. Stop it. But they're doing pretty good, but like half of their views are shorts. So I don't know. Whereas with Fox, I guess that's the same. I don't know. There it is, guys. 218 million. Anyway, CNN is strengthening their streaming portfolio. They said that their television and digital platforms delivered 30% year-over-year growth. They have CNN All Access, launched in late 2025. Again, I don't understand what the hell the purpose of this is. They said, unlike CNN Plus, its previous attempt at an online subscription service that shut down weeks after its debut, the product complements Warner Brothers Discovery's wider streaming strategy rather than attempting to recreate the cable experience. CNN All Access is designed to complement Warner Brothers Discovery's wider streaming portfolio. Oh, good luck with that. So what's next? Okay. Strategies differ but they're all aimed at solving the same problem: how to build a sustainable news business beyond the cable bundle. Get government funding, and then you shake your audience down. That's basically it. Like, all these outlets are all bankrolled by bigger companies, the government, whatever, take your pick. And, when they have to actually stand on their own 2 feet, they usually crumble because they're top heavy. They're too big. The reason YouTubers and podcasters can survive is because it's just a handful of people usually running a show. Whereas with these big news organizations, you have way too many people and they're getting paid way too much money, and they're located in very expensive offices in major metropolitan areas. And it's a drag, right? Whereas some guy in his basement with a microphone can, make them look bad. Said Fox is leveraging a position of financial strength to expand an existing ecosystem. Ms. Now is betting that its most loyal viewers will pay for them, for membership, community, and direct access to its journalism and talent. CNN is using the news brand to strengthen the broader streaming portfolio. The harder challenge is ahead. Said launching a streaming service or membership product is one thing, convincing consumers to pay for it year after year is another. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just, I don't know. They're all kind of freaking out. I just think it's hilarious that MSNBC or Ms. Now, God, I got whatever, that they are effectively resorting to Patreon. They want you to pay for it separately. We'll see if people, would you pay for more Rachel Maddow plus? I don't think I would. Sorry, Rachel. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.